What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joeywerk. I'm back. Happy to be here. Thursday, running through the entire card for Thursday. That is June 30th, last day of June. Great month of June for our Run Pure Bet subscribers. Last night I did give out. Last time you guys saw me, I gave out a free play. Last night, unfortunately, it was a loser. Texas did not get the job done. They won 2 of 3. I gave back a unit and less than a quarter, 1.2 units on the play. I did get back Atlanta first 5 minus a half, and I also do have the White Sox. They do not look great right now, so it looks like I'm going to have a little bit of a losing day, maybe lose a unit on the day. But, slow and steady wins the race. Do this every single day for the whole year. It is a grind, my friends. It is a grind. It is a grind. Third job of the night. Nobody works harder than Joeywerk. All right. Here we go, though. Into the games. What up, Chuck in the house already? Pratheep. What up, Prath3? Chuck, how's it going, my friends? How's it going, baby? All right, so let's run through the slate for tomorrow. First game I got is Twins versus Guardians. Chris Archer versus Shane Bieber. Both these guys' advanced numbers really have not been good this year. I know, obviously, Shane Bieber he hasn't came back to what he was. He was once a Cy Young award winner, and then I'm pretty sure he got hurt last year. Now he's back, and he has struggled thus far this year. And Chris Archer has no more velocity on that fastball, so you already know he's about to get hit hard. He's given a 43% hard hit rate, 358 X-weighted on base percentage, slugging percentage almost 500, walking people at a 10% clip, barely striking anybody out. So I know his ERA is good this year, but you got to look past that. Got to check the advanced numbers in the show. Definitely regression coming his way. As for Bieber, he's given up 45% hard hit rate too. So he's up there. Slugging percentage is almost 470 against. He is striking out a decent amount of people, not walking anybody, but he is getting hit hard thus far this year. Basically, he has, he throws 2-pitch combo, maybe mixes in the curveball once in a while, but he's a fastball slider guy. So, teams have caught on and teams have hit him hard this year. This Twins lineup is pretty good. I do think this Twins team is probably the best in the Central, as we can see thus far this year. And the White Sox just continue to underperform. And the last couple starts, Bieber has given up, runs and getting hit hard again. He pitched obviously in Colorado against the Dodgers and then Boston, but he gave up 8 earned runs in those 3 starts, about 21 innings in those starts, 8 earned runs. He did have a stretch before that where he pitched much better, but I do expect some regression coming his way, especially teams that when he's pitching inside the division, teams that seen him a decent amount of times. He did pitch in Minnesota May 14th, 6 innings, 1 earned, 7 strikeouts versus that team. And then Archer on the other end, the guy just continues. He's pitched 5 innings. I think only 3 starts this year has he pitched 5 innings. He normally is lucky to get to the 5th inning nowadays. He's just a guy that, as of right now, they're just looking for him to eat a couple innings and then go to the bullpen. And this Minnesota pen is not very good either. So I expect probably about 4, 5 out of Mr. Archer. Then they'll go to the bullpen. Their bullpen numbers are somewhat better, but as a watch and see for me, I do think regression is coming for that bullpen. Right now, I have them ranked actually 12th best bullpen in baseball. But, I've watched a lot of baseball, and you got to go behind the numbers. If you just take numbers every game, every day, you ain't going to be profitable. You have to go behind the numbers. You have to go sometimes on feel, sometimes based on numbers that are provided by the public. Like today, the White Sox were plus 165. I would bet that 100 out of 100 times. I don't give a shit if they lose. Plus 165, you got to hit that, at 35% of the time? That was this game should have been Angels minus 120. But here we are. So the line in this game, speaking of the lines, let me pull it up. The line in this game I have is Cleveland minus 160, Minnesota on the comeback plus 135. Under over is set I know the Cleveland did win today. I'm pretty sure they were down by 3 going into the last inning. And they did win the game. Josh Naylor had a home run and then went bonkers as he normally does. Under over set at 8.5. Let me check the first 5. This is the only 1 o'clock game. So depending on the weather, the under over is 4.5, 8.5 on the game, 4.5 in the first 5. I definitely expect some runs here. I'd expect Minnesota to score off Mr. Bieber, and I definitely expect Cleveland to score off Archer. Cleveland barely strikes out as it is, and Archer isn't a put-away guy, that's for sure. His strikeouts, so he has 35 strikeouts in 46 innings this year. So I definitely expect some runs. Nothing official, but the lean is definitely with the over. Obviously, it depends on the weather. I'm seeing 85 degrees there, so the hotter the better. But that's where we're at as of right now. What's up, Joey? Tough luck with the Rangers. We'll get them next time. Thank you, Jordan. Reds reverse run line plus 1.5. Never, Michael Lee. I never ever bet plus 1.5. I personally don't think it's minus EV to take a dog and make them a favorite. If you like the Reds, take them on the money line. You don't bet on plus 1.5. All right, it's definitely minus EV if you're betting them plus 1.5. Johnny Nelson, what up, my guy? All right. Plus 1.5. See if you went back and bet plus 1.5 on all these games, you're definitely losing money, bro. You're making a favorite, an underdog, a favorite, so you're laying juice. I think it's a terrible play. All right, next game I got is Braves, Phillies, Aaron Nola, Ian Anderson. These teams have obviously seen a lot of each other. Braves have won, I think, both the first and second game of this series. Nola has pitched against this team with a decent amount of success. 333 x-weight on base percentage against in 200 and over 230 at bats versus this team. They're striking out 28% of the time, a little over 28% of the time. He's keeping their average to 259. And that's a pretty good sample size. Obviously, Ian Anderson has less of a sample size, being that I'm pretty sure this is his 3rd year in the majors. He pitched 1 year, and then last year he pitched it. Yeah. This is his 3rd year in the majors. He has got hit hard this year, and his strikeouts are down. His walks are up. So he doesn't exactly look the same. The advanced numbers show some regression definitely coming from Mr. Anderson. And Nola has been absolutely fantastic this year. Hard hit rate, 33%. X-weight on base percentage thus far, 273. Striking out 30% of batters, walking 3%. Oh, my goodness. He has been absolutely amazing. I know a long shot a while ago, Mr. Apricina mentioned him to be possible Cy Young candidate. And I mean, the way he's pitching, I kind of like it. So let me check here. First official play, Phillies first 5 run line. That means -0.5, -105 via BetMGM. That'll be my first official play for tomorrow. I was on the Braves today, but I'm going to the Phillies tomorrow. It's just that's the way the cookie crumbles, guys. And that's how you make money in this sport. You don't pick any favorites. You can go back and forth, but Phillies first 5 -0.5, -105 via BetMGM will be my first official play. I'm going to keep the volatility of the bullpens out of it. I do think the Braves bullpen is far superior than the Phillies. Although the Phillies bullpen, since Joe Girardi got fired, this Phillies bullpen has pitched, definitely better. But I still have them ranked as the 21st bullpen in all of baseball. So I do not trust them with, I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. I really don't trust them at all. So that's where I'm at. We'll keep it to the first 5. And I know, obviously, the Phillies did take a little hit with Mr. Harper out of there, but they did call up Derek Hall. They called up somebody else. So, I'll take my chances here with the better starter and better season thus far. So I'll take my chances with the Phillies. I think the lineups are probably, somewhat about equal. The Braves lineup is probably a little bit better, but I will take my chances here. Next game we got is Severino, the Yankees versus Houston. Luis Severino versus Luis Garcia, the battle of the Luises. Obviously, so Houston played 3 games in Yankee Stadium, 2 games in Citi Field for those that don't have any sense of humor. And then now they're going back to Houston to face the Yankees again. And I think they lost. They only lost 2 games. They swept the Mets in their 2-game series. They played 4 against the Yankees. They went 2-2. and then they swept. So they went 4-2 in their New York road trip. Now they're going back home. The Yankees did not see Luis Garcia. He pitched against the Mets 8 days ago, but that was at home. They've played the Mets at home, and then they came to Citi Field. But he hasn't been terrible. ERA is good. Advanced numbers, pretty solid as well. Let me just check this other number I have. Yeah, so he has in 238 innings over the last 3-4 years. He has under a 4 xFIP. I have him ranked as the 6th best starter on tomorrow's slate. There's only 8 games, so 16 starters. Bieber is basically my advanced number. Bieber has 1, Severino 2, Nola 3. And then, it gets into guys that don't really have big sample sizes, so I do have to take some of them with a grain of salt. And then Sevy has been really good all year. He continues to pitch into the zone, barely walk anybody. Strikeouts are up, but I do think the Yankees will start limiting his innings because this guy did come off, Tommy John. He was hurt for a while. He pitched I don't think he pitched for 2 full seasons. But he did again, as I mentioned, they played Houston 5-6 days ago. So he did pitch against this Houston team in the Bronx. He went 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 7 strikeouts. He did get the loss in that game. He, as of late, he pitched against Toronto and the Yankees as of late, and the Houston the last 2 starts, and they were shaky. But every other start, man, the guy has been striking. His strikeouts are crazy high, striking out more than a batter per inning, almost a batter and a third per inning this year. Limiting exit velocity, the batting average against 204, striking out 30% of batters, walking 7. X weighted on base percentage against 272. He's been really, really good. And Luis Garcia, his number's pretty good on the other end as well. 241 X batting average, 315 X weighted on base percentage. So slightly worse, but he's striking out a little less, walking a little less as well. But I do expect this probably to be a pitcher's duel. Houston has played fairly high to unders in that stadium, and that Dome Stadium has played a lot of unders games in Houston. With the travel, I probably do expect this game to be under first 5. Last time I did take an under first 5 in this Houston series, I gave it out last Thursday, and they scored, I want to say, 8 runs in 2 innings. So I'm not going to go back to that, but the lean would be first 5 under on that game. Here we go. What do we got? Phillies offense blows. All right, Rick. Thanks, buddy. If you bet baseball every single day, you got to pick some teams that blow and bet on them, buddy. All right, but thanks for the positive comment. Twins or Indians? Austin Nielsen. Austin, I already went through that game. You can roll back and watch it, but thank you for the comment. No problem. Gregory Russo, what's up? Can't win them all. Let's get back. That's right. Can't win them all. I'm up 13 units in June. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, guys. If you want to subscribe, runpurebets.com. You can get all my official plays. I post 3 to 4 plays every single day on a spreadsheet. And guess what? It's 12:15 at night on the East Coast. I'm gonna fucking cap the whole every game for tomorrow, and I'm gonna put my plays on the spreadsheet overnight. I'm gonna beat line movements. I'm gonna be the first to the market, unlike the rest of these jabronis. Every game, 1 unit, 2. I'm not, hey, 10-unit bomb. No, every game's 1 unit. Long term, I know I'm gonna win. I've done this for the last 5 years. The fucking track spreadsheet. Every single day, every single play is tracked. So, F with me. All right. Next, let's go. Sorry. Let's go to the next game. I told you, I tweeted out before this year, I'm talking my shit because if I play humble, nobody gives a fuck if you play humble and, hey guys, nobody gives a shit about you. So I'm going to talk my shit and try to get the views I deserve and the likes I deserve. So hit the like button, comment in the comment section. Let's just keep rolling. All right. Now I got Milwaukee, Pittsburgh, Jason Alexander versus Brubaker. I got a line of, oh shit. I changed it to first 5. Sorry. The line is, under over is 8.5. And the line is Pittsburgh plus 110, almost everywhere, minus 130 on Milwaukee. Adrian Hauser versus Brubaker. I'm not high on Adrian Hauser at all. And Brubaker actually has pitched quite better this year than he did last year. It looks like he has changed a little in his motion, but obviously the numbers don't say it. He is 1-7 because he plays on the Pirates, so he doesn't get much run support. And we know the deal there. But the Pirates are slowly getting better. This team 30-45, so 15 games under 500, not the worst in the league, that's for sure. And this Milwaukee lineup, I do not trust this Milwaukee lineup at all. Like, this is a fake good team. The Milwaukee Brewers are a fake good team. Wait till, like, maybe if it comes to the playoffs, they have a good 1-2 punch, so it could be a little scary, but I'm not afraid of their lineup at all. And Alexander's advanced numbers show the guy has got hit hard in almost every start. He hasn't pitched into the sixth inning, or he hasn't finished a full sixth inning since his first start of the year against the Cubs. He hasn't played the best teams either: Cincinnati, Washington, Philly, and Chicago. The one start against St. Louis, he gave up 4 earned in 5 2/3. He did get the win in that game, but another guy that basically pitches to contact. He doesn't have anything overpowering. His strikeout percentage is 17%. He does walk almost 10% of batters, so when those two numbers are close, it's definitely not very good. X-weight on base percentage is 340 against, hard hit rate in the 40 percentile. And Brubaker's advanced numbers, as I mentioned, pretty good this year. 35% hard hit rate, 229 X batting average against, 415 slugging against. He's strikeouts 22% and walks. His walks are a little high, but the guy has pitched pretty damn well. He's mainly throwing his sinker. He hasn't thrown his fastball as much as he's done in previous years. That's probably why he's pitched better. I do kind of like Pittsburgh, but at plus 110, I can't. The Pittsburgh should be about plus 140 just because they're playing against a better team in the Milwaukee Brewers. I don't trust the Brewers though to hit, so I'm somewhat with. I kind of like the Pirates' first 5. I wish I was getting a better number here though, because plus 110 on the first 5 is not very appetizing with Brubaker, who could easily give up a bomb and it'd be 3-0 Milwaukee, and then they got to fight their way back here. So this is essentially a pass. The lean is with the Pittsburgh Pirates, though. Not giving shit to you, just my opinion, bro. They fucked me too many times. Totally understand, Rick. Totally understand, my guy. Totally understand, Chuck. I haven't given out any official plays yet, but we're going to continue to roll. My bad if I came off, a little tasty there. All right. Next game we got is Tampa Bay, Toronto. Rasmussen, Kikuchi. I am not a Kikuchi guy. I don't think he's very good at all. He gets hit hard a lot. His ERA is in the 5s for a reason. Advanced numbers show that's basically where it should be. I'm not really a Drew Rasmussen guy either. I prefer Toronto as the bats. I definitely prefer Toronto over Tampa Bay. I know Tampa Bay just got Mr. Franco back, so that should help a little bit. Rasmussen, he's basically joining the rotation. He was on the injured list for a while. When was the last time he started? Last time he started was June 10th, so he's been on the injured list for almost 20 days. He only went 4 innings in that affair against Minnesota. I expect him to probably limit his pitch count here. I mean, he's only pitched over 6 innings, 1 start all year. He's really like a 5-inning guy, but now that this is, he's just coming off the IL, I don't expect him. I don't think he even pitched any rehabs. Yeah, he didn't pitch any rehabs, so he pitched a simulation game. Now he's coming right to start here. Hoo la la, and I hate the back of Kikuchi, but man, this is the spot. If you got a spot, this is the spot. Kikuchi, as he played against Tampa Bay, he has not played against Tampa Bay this year, but I mean, listen to Kikuchi's last 5 starts, right? 2 innings, 2 earned, 5 runs. 4 innings, 3 earned. 4 innings, 4 earned. 2/3 of an inning, 3 earned. 4 2/3, 4 earned. Holy hell. No, thank you. Kikuchi's definitely going to get hit, and I expect Rasmussen to get a yank early, so it will likely be Tampa Bay bullpen game. Let's pull up the line on this game. We got no line because I'm seeing JP Springs in places, and he may be the starter for Tampa Bay. So we'll still talk about it. I do expect runs to be scored here, so the lean would be with the over I do lean over. Obviously, we have to wait to see what that number is. If it comes out 9, I'm on it. 9.5, I'm probably still interested at 9.5 on this game. Kikuchi's not going to pitch well. I mean, yeah, he's not going to pitch long either. So this is going to be a battle of the bullpens. Which bullpen is better? Probably Tampa Bay's is slightly better, but they also have the bigger workload here. And actually, Tampa's this year hasn't been great at all. Both these teams basically middle of the pack. I actually have Tampa's as 20th worst, and Toronto is 17th worst in MLB. So not the best of bullpens either. And they're going to ask a lot of them. 6 innings each out of the bullpen. Definitely expect some runs. Kikuchi, as I mentioned, his starts, he's given up over almost 600 slugging against, 50% hard hit rate. He's walking people on a 14% clip. I definitely expect some runs, barrel balls all the time. He throws a four-seamer 50% of the time. That's the fucking problem. So I definitely expect runs. There's not a line here, but the lean is with the over. Run for your bet subscribers. I'll let you know if I do make a move on that one. All right, next game I got is Cincinnati versus Chicago. Graham Ashcraft versus Kyle Hendricks. I got the Cubs minus 125 favorites. The under-over is set. Oh, my God. Under-over. Give me a total here. Plus 105 for the Reds on the comeback. Under-over is set at 9.5. FanDuel, first to market, only one with an under-over here. Obviously, Wrigley, you got to wait and see what the weather's going to be before betting a total in Wrigley. And I don't really trust Kyle Hendricks. Ashcraft, his stuff has been pretty good. He has had trouble at times finding the zone. So that's really his biggest problem. He's walking people at a 16% clip. Other than that, he's not walking, but he's barely striking everybody out. Everything's going on contact. He's striking people at a 16% clip. Walks are 4%. But that is the problem. Otherwise, his hard hit rate's not crazy. People are making soft contact. Slugging against is pretty damn good as well. This is a small sample size because I think he only started maybe 5 starts since he got pulled up, 6 starts maybe. But I like what I've seen from him watching the games, watching his starts. He started 6 starts. Yeah, so I know he pitched a couple bad starts in there in between, but really he had 2 bad starts, one in St. Louis, one against Milwaukee. He pitched good against San Fran. His last start out, he 8 strikeouts in 8 innings. I think he's finally getting some confidence coming around after, obviously the first couple starts of the majors, you're going to be a little nervous. You're going to get hit around more than likely, unless you're, somebody out of this world. But here we go. Now he gets a Cubs team that doesn't exactly scare me, to say the least. And on the other end, Kyle Hendricks, the old reliable guy, he has some good starts, a lot of bad ones in there. His ERA is almost 5 on the year. Even last year. How did he pitch last year? His ERA was almost 5 last year. He has no more velocity on that fastball. And if you're not swinging at balls in the dirt that aren't strikes, you're going to have some positive runs going your way. The Reds, are they the team to back here? They might be. Weighted on base percentage against Kyle Hendricks, 370, giving up over 500 slugging percentage. As I mentioned, not really striking anybody out. And the Reds have seen a lot of them. Over 140 plate appearances, only striking out 15% of the time. Almost a 400 weighted on base percentage against this guy. So slugging over 500, 527. The Reds bullpen is not good, though. That's what really scares me. The Reds bullpen I have ranked as the 2nd worst in baseball. Shit. And the Cubs is, I don't think the Cubs is much better, but hold on. Actually, I do. The Cubs, holy shit. I have the Cubs ranked as the 4th best bullpen in baseball. So this is a first 5. As I normally do, keep it to the first 5. Let me see. I don't have a line on the first 5 yet, though. Let me refresh this. 1 second. We got a first 5? I want to take the Reds on the first 5. I got nothing. You fucking kidding me. All right, well, that's going to be an official play. It's going to be plus money. I'll take plus 110. That's fine. Reds, first 5, money line. Plus 110 is fine. All right, guys, that'll be an official play. Reds, first 5, money line. Anything from plus 100. I'm not laying money, but plus 100, anything above is fine. Next game I have is San Diego versus the Dodgers. The Dodgers travel back home after playing in Coors Field. Now they get to face another division rival. The team actually, I'm pretty sure these teams have the same amount of wins. 46 wins each. The Padres do have 3 more losses. But Joey Musgrove versus Mitch White. I am a big Musgrove guy. He has pitched absolutely phenomenal last year. Even better. I mean, arguably even better this year. He's been great. The problem is I don't think Machado has played for San Diego. He's missed at least 10, 12 straight games. And this San Diego lineup has been a little bit depleting. They got Crone Daddy batting in the 3-hole. They moved Luke Voigt down. They're having some trouble on the offensive end. Mitch White may be the guy to get him right. He's not one of the better pitchers for the Dodgers. This will be his first start versus them, but he did pitch 1 inning out of the bullpen versus this team. He's only started, I want to say, 4 starts. He'll probably pitch about 4 innings, hand it over to the bullpen. And the Dodgers bullpen is pretty damn good. I actually have them ranked as the best bullpen in baseball. But if you're asking a team to pitch 6, because they're at home, so they got to pitch 6 innings 6 innings out of the pen. If you're asking a team to pitch 6 innings in the pen, that's asking a lot, and that's going to set them up for a little bit of a problem moving forward, at least in this series. In the short term, that'll set them up for a little bit of a problem in the series. I do expect, I do like San Diego in this game. I prefer Musgrove, and the Dodgers are playing like 500 ball this month of June, and they're still, minus 200 favorites almost every game. Obviously, this game, not exactly that. I'm seeing minus 115 for the Dodgers, minus 105 on the other hand for San Diego. So essentially, this will be a pass. I'm going to wait because everyone comes in, all the public, all the Joes, as they say, come in and all just close their eyes and say, I'll take the Yankees. I'll take the Dodgers. Who else should I bet? The Astros, the Mets. Okay. It's like Chalk City. So, the more than likely, the randoms, all the public's going to bet the Dodgers. And thank you. We'll wait in the morning and maybe get a better number on the Padres. Under over is 8. I think that's about right. I do expect this game to be low scoring. I really do expect this game to be low scoring. It's just how many runs can the Padres get, in the first 5. If you want to stay with a first 5 on the Padres, I'm not totally against it. You can get the Padres first 5. Padres first 5 money line. Let's see what we got. Padres first 5 money line plus 100 via FanDuel. I'm kind of interested in that. I'm not going to make it official, but that would definitely be the lean. Padres first 5 money line. All right, last game I have is Oakland, Seattle. We have Logan Gilbert versus, who is it? Alexander Martinez. I think this is his first start in the bigs. Let me see 1 second. Adrian Martinez. Yes, this will be his first start in the bigs. And this guy's numbers, just because, this Oakland team needs to see what they can get out of these young guys. As I mentioned, I think they're probably going to trade Frankie Montas. They probably make some trades here. And Adrian Martinez's numbers in the minors were not very good. He's coming up. I'm pretty sure his ERA is almost 5 in the minors. So he's getting hit hard in the minors. They just don't have many people, and they're like, oh, we'll give the guy a shot. We got nothing to lose. In AAA, he had a 5.63 ERA. Like, are you going to trust a guy that has that bad of ERA to come into the majors and start? Hell no. Well, this will actually be his second start. He started May 10th. So he started May 10th in Detroit, 5 1/3, 4 hits, no earned runs, 3 strikeouts in Detroit, May 10th. So that was 2 months or a month ago. Over a month ago. Then they sent him back down, and he got shelled in the minors since. And now it's like, okay, let's call him back up. We need somebody to pitch. Holy hell. So here's his shot. I do Logan Gilbert. I'm not exactly high on him either. I know his surface numbers are good. The advanced numbers show he's almost got 50% hard hit rate. Slugging percentage 450 against. His strikeouts are high. He barely walks anybody, but the guy's getting hit hard all over the place. Do I trust this Oakland team to hit him hard? Probably not. So I do definitely like Seattle a lot. The first 5 I would have been interested in, but they're making me lay a run and a half, so I'm not doing that. If you want to lay, as I never really lay a run and a half as a home team, if you want to take the run line full game, You want to take the run line full game on Seattle? I'm somewhat interested in that. You can get that at actually plus 106 via FanDuel, but I prefer Seattle team total over. And that's what, as I mentioned, well, I didn't mention this, but Oakland's bullpen is, I think, second worst in all of baseball. I watched them just play the Yankees and just implode after implode after implode. Every freaking, they're up by 3 going into the 7th. They lose a game. It doesn't matter. Their bullpen is really bad. The guys, they're bringing in guys that can't even throw strikes. There is an absolute shit show, this team. This is the worst team in baseball, easily. Oakland or Kansas City, worst ones. I personally think Oakland is the worst team in baseball. So I am very, very interested in taking Seattle here. I think Seattle wins this game. The problem with Seattle is at times they do have trouble scoring. I think Martinez, they're going to score off this guy for sure. So let me see what we got. Total runs over 4. Seattle Mariners total runs over 4, minus 125 via FanDuel. So that'll be my third official play. Seattle Mariners team total over 4, minus 125 FanDuel. Those are my 3 official plays. Phillies first 5, minus a half, minus 105 via BetMGM. Reds first 5, money line. Obviously, I'm playing that up to 110. I do not see a line yet. And Seattle Mariners team total over minus 125. My team total over 4, minus 125 via FanDuel. As I mentioned, there's a lot of other leans. I am also interested in, a couple other games, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. Run Pure Best subscribers, I'll let you guys know if I do pull the trigger. And I'll check out if you guys have any questions, send them into the chat right now. I'll look at what we got here. All good, brother. Thank you, Rick. Gerardo Hernandez, what up, my guy? I'll never bet another game with Hunter Green. You bet, Chuck. You bet on the Reds today? Come on, my guy. Cincy team total showing 13 miles an hour wind out. Love that, Rick. Love that. Reds versus Cubs over. Yeah, I like that too. Mitch White season. Johnny Nelson just talking up his Dodgers. What else is new? Musgrove is a beast. That is correct. Any chance the Yankees get Robinson Cano and Luke Voit back? Hopefully not, Chuck. Robbie Cano is as good as Pine Tar. The guy is not good. The guy sucks, okay? I don't want Robbie Cano anywhere near the Yankees. He doesn't try. He's not even a guy that'll come in and try hard. I want no part of that. Luke Voit, they traded him away. They don't need him back. It's not baseball, but take the juice. Smash Jim Miller over Cerrone. Viral. I do like that as well. Jimmy Miller, New Jersey boy. I think he beats Cerrone. I think Cerrone is washed. He should have been retired. Obviously, you could say the same about both of them, but I definitely depends on Mariners suspensions. No, they appeal the suspensions. They'll announce when the suspensions come about, and they're not coming yet. Oakland is poopy. Julio is a beast. That's for sure. Thank you and good luck, Jordan. Yeah, baby. Down to 185 today. 185. You love to see it, Viral. You love to see it. All right. Much love, everybody. I'll be back Sunday with JJ. Maybe Holden shows up. Maybe he doesn't. But we still like the guy. I do appreciate everybody. Hit the like button before you get out of here. Much love. Joey works out.